Hi, I would like to introduce you to the workflow we built within 4 hours on the Stuttgart FinTech Days hackathon, which we won on the first place. And yeah, I want to show you the demo and how it works. So basically, the customer starts with Ich habe eine Schadensmeldung, which is I want to claim a damage in German. And at the same time, like the user can say any other similar sentence. For example, I want to report the damage. For example, in German, it's ich will einen Schaden melden, or like some other variations of the sentence. And in Moni, you just need to define one sentence for many other sentences. And what then happens, basically, the customer database gets initiated, and then Moni asks, "What is your insurance number?" And then it checks like in a database, for example, for the insurance number, and then asks for the name of the insured person, and it then checks the database, which is here, and like either it finds the name there, including the number, and then it asks like, what kind of damage did you have? And is it about like a damage from a person, a thing, or something else like bad weather or fire? And if it doesn't find the customer, then it goes to and delivers like the sentence, "I'm sorry, I didn't find your data." And it depends like what the person is then saying within the workflow. For example, person, thing, some pipe, or bad weather or fire. And this all gets recorded also to the database, which is connected, because Moni is always like taking what the customer is saying then and adds it to the payload, which gets added to the database after the workflow. And yeah, and then it also asks like, is it a damage done by the person who's insured? And yeah, and then it asks like, is it was it due to a family member? And all this gets like saved to the workflow. And here it asks like, was it like an animal in the workflow, or like a kid? And it always depends like what the person is saying. So then you have perfect workflow. And here it asks like, can you please upload a picture of the damage? You can upload this picture directly in Skype, since in this use case we were using Skype, and all this gets also delivered to the database. Here it's connected with an HTTP request to the web service. And yeah, and yeah, how much do you think the damage is? Like here it sets the costs, and yeah, so and in the end it says like, thank you for your claim. It's arrived us, or it's like delivered to us. And then the customer can also ask like what his status is of his claim, and yeah, and it also checks then the status if it's like done or if it's not done. And here it delivers the status, and also depends like if the claim was handled or not. And of course, like he also has to identify himself with name and yeah, insurance number and stuff. And yeah, if not, it says like, I'm sorry, I didn't find your data. And yeah, and I would like to show you this workflow since the APIs are not active anymore. But we had a video recorded back then, how it is like in action. And yeah, we'll deliver to you the video with some subtitles, and then you can like look how it works like in real life. So yeah, thank you very much, and yeah, I will show you the video. All right, this is the demo we shown on the FinTech days, and it starts like, I have to claim a damage. It asks like, what is your insurance number? And the user's typing it. What's your name, Franke? What kind of damage did happen? Like, was it bad weather or whatever, and he says like bad weather, like you can see in the background, like this was a video in a video, and yeah, was a claim made from the guy, like person who's insured, and yeah, he says no. And it's like, was it due to a family member? As I see, we're speeding this up a video because we only had 3 minutes at this day. But yeah, and then it's asked like, was the damage done through a child? And yeah, he also saying no. And like, was it done by an animal? No. And how did the damage happen? It says complicated. It asks like, please upload an image of the damage. He's uploading it. What like height you think was the damage? It says 3,000. And then it says like, thank you for your damage claim. We received it. And then after, like after a while, the user can then ask like, what's the status of my damage claim? It asks again the number. I mean, of course, like in a real case scenario, you don't need to ask insurance number and name because you have it connected to the individual account of the person. Like in this case, like the individual Skype account, or like in the app when he's identified. You don't need to ask him for this. But for this demo, we had to do it because of the APIs. And yeah, so yeah, and then he asked like the name. It says Franke, which is the name, and then it says like your damage. The status is like we finished your damage claim, and yeah, it's done. So of course you can also give him more information like what the results were and stuff. So yeah, that was basically the demo where we won the FinTech Days, and yeah, see you.
Ganz gut gelungen. Die Siegerehrung nimmt ihren Lauf. Und wie immer gibt es nur eine Nummer 1.
Der erste Platz geht an Es läuft.
Wir haben ja so viele Möglichkeiten mit der künstlichen Intelligenz, die wir entwickelt haben. Wir können es auf so viele Plattformen noch aufsetzen und so viele Anwendungsmöglichkeiten entwickeln. Und wir müssen auch jetzt Gedanken machen, wie wir es lizenzieren. Wir haben jetzt schon so viele Anfragen bekommen, wie wir es jetzt, also mit wem wir alles zusammenarbeiten könnten. Potenziell ist halt schon ziemlich gewachsen. Ja? Und ich denke, ja, wir machen jetzt das Beste draus.